part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com.
All right. Hey, Alex, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I said, how's it going? Alex.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, hi. Hello, how's it doing with you?
How do you do? How's you, Ray?
Okay, I'm all right. Are you, what's that clicking noise?
What's up?
The clicking?
It's my jaw. I have a thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you can hear me. Now you're paying attention. Okay, great. So anyway, I wanted to go over with you that. Yeah, I wanted to go over with you some of our plans for the show over the next couple months. Here, we got some opportunities coming down the pipe, and I thought you'd like to know about it.
Yeah, you can use it.
Yeah. No, Alex, what is going on, dude? Are you even listening to me? Really?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, we got, we closed the Procter & Gamble account, so we're going to get a pretty big influx of money coming in once we get the sponsorship deal rolling.
Yeah, you gotta close accounts that you're done using.
No, we're beginning to use them.
What? Okay.
Yeah, all right. Wait, those are like controller buttons, right?
Who?
You're clicking? Are you playing a game while I'm talking?
I'm not. Well, hang on. I got to take this.
It's no more Whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ray Barnholt, jazzatician, and with me as always, winner of the Game Awards Best Italian in a Video Game in a stunning upset over Waluigi, Alex Fraioli.
Look, I gotta be honest. I think Waluigi was robbed. I'm gonna give the trophy to Waluigi.
Oh, like Ving Rhames giving it to Jack Lemmon?
Exactly.
Yeah, Waluigi, the Jack Lemmon of video games.
Wow.
Luigi. Anyway, another show, another time of our lives to be doing one. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How do you do?
I'm all right. Still not quite moved yet. We're still gearing up to move here. The house is not ready. So it might be
you
a couple
got
more weeks.
Ray's big move. Quigley's Day Out. Quigley Down Under? What was that movie?
You got it.
Cool.
You nailed
it. Well, now we have to watch it.
Have you watched it?
Let's take a break. We're going to come back to the podcast, and I'm going to say 90 minutes. All right. How was that? I had never seen that before. That was amazing.
All right. Next, we're going to watch Australia, the musical movie with Hugh Jackman.
Is it cool if I don't do that?
It's thematic. Come on, we're doing a theme night.
All right, fine.
And now we cut, however, that movie's like, 4 hours, let's say? How about?
What?
3 or 4 hours? Okay.
No.
3 hours later.
I'm out.
Boy, that was some movie, huh, Alex?
It was a movie.
You're no better at this improv than I am. Come on. Jesus Christ.
My favorite part was when Ving Rhames gave the award to Jack Lemmon.
Wow, you remember that from 5 hours ago. That's pretty good.
Well, it stuck with me.
Anyway, we're back to recording No More Whoppers here. And
that's right. Hi.
I was talking about my house.
Wait, hang on. We may have to push this to tomorrow because we used up all of our recording time watching 2 movies.
Now 3 a.m. where I am.
Yeah, I got to go to work. Well, I'm already back from work, I guess. Oh, no.
You bike to work, watch 2
movies.
movies.
Oh, my phone's blowing up. People asking me where I am. Somebody sent me an emoji of a gin and tonic and then a question mark.
And then another text that said, "You're fired, but I own the place."
It's from me?
If you're not going to clock in, don't bother coming in. I don't get it.
No. Old man Fraioli's a slave driver.
So yeah, we're running up to Christmas here. It is December of 2021.
That's right.
2021. I don't know what else to say.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, or at least I'm in a better position than last year where I was in a weirdo Airbnb house having a talk over the phone. Remember that, Alex?
Yes.
Let me ask again. Do you remember that, Alex?
Yes, there was weird things written on walls. Ducks.
Okay. All right. I can hear the synapses firing.
Yeah.
There were no ducks. But close
My
enough.
synapses firing sounds like when you open your mouth when it's full of Pop Rocks.
Yes.
That's what my brain sounds like.
Do they still make Pop Rocks?
I have to assume so.
I imagine I think they just have Fun Dip.
What? Oh, Fun Dip is gross.
Yeah, but it's like the non-lethal one, I guess. So.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Fun Dip. There's nothing fun about it.
In my day, it was Pop Rocks. These days, it's Roblox. Can you believe it? These kids.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, okay. Right. That's fine. Kids today.
Oh, like robot blocks. I get it.
Yes, but on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, still going. Still me, Ray. Boop, boop, ba-doop. La-dee-da-dee-da. I'm Ray. It's a fun time to be me. I think so.
This is awful.
Buddy Alex.
Oh, hi.
Shut it down.
Well, what's been going on in the past?
Gray mare, she ain't what she thinks.
Okay, Ray. What's been going on in the past 2 weeks?
Let's see.
You're preparing to move, certainly.
Yeah, I've said all that needs to be said, basically, except that we've been going to the house off and on as they progress on replacing the floors and stuff.
Oh God!
And now the pipes need to be replaced.
All right.
So plumbing's being redone.
That seems very expensive.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah. And then during one of those times that we went there, we were just chilling for a little while, waiting for some things to be delivered. And I'm in one room in the house. My wife's out on the deck, sitting on the deck, and she texts me and says, "There's a dead squirrel in the yard." I go, "Oh, well, that's too bad. Let's wait a little bit. I'll take care of that in a bit after I get done with this thing." And then so I go out to the backyard area. It's not even a yard. It's more of a stone enclosure.
Okay.
Yeah. And I see what is not at all a squirrel, but a fully grown adult possum. Dead next to a tree.
Now, hang on. These things famously do this.
That is true.
Was it possible it was faking it?
Well, I thought about that after doing a bit of research because I wasn't about to touch it yet or do anything with it.
Yeah. Did you try calling out to it to be like, "Hey, excuse me"?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you didn't ask it to leave.
I didn't talk to it. No.
Okay.
I went back inside, did a little bit of research. I thought maybe there's I don't know what to do. Maybe I call animal control. I found a fucking web form for the local animal control where you just fill out the details, then they'll call you back. So I did that because, what the hell? Why not? And yeah, about 10 minutes later, I get a call and it said, "Hey, yeah, about your possum problem there." I said, "Yes, indeed." And the guy said, "Actually, we don't deal with that anymore. You can just go ahead and throw that in the trash and just put it in the regular trash." And I go, "Okay, I understand. Thank you very much." And I hang up and I go, fuck.
Yeah.
But we're fine. We got gloves already at the house. Some plastic gloves. I just have to steel myself for a thing I've never done before.
Oh, even then, I would just use a shovel. You don't have snow shovels on the West Coast, do you?
We do, not at this house. We don't really have those.
I would say borrow a snow shovel from somebody.
They're on the West Coast, Alex, just not so much in Northern California.
Okay.
Not much snow.
Borrow a snow shovel and just do that.
No. Didn't do that.
Oh.
Said to my wife, "Well, hey, get ready to help me out with a brand new experience. And so when you have a moment, let's go out and do that." So she came out with me with the garbage bag. She held open the garbage bag, and I now, like I said, I did research about possums, and yes, they do have the ability to make themselves go comatose as a defense mechanism.
And skeletal.
No.
Oh.
So I just we had a little fruit on the ground, like a lemon on the ground. Got a lemon tree, by the way.
Oh, nice. That? Cool.
Inherited from the previous owners who had a bunch of other fucking fruit trees I can't wait to get rid of.
Dragon fruit.
Yeah. No, guava, actually.
Ooh.
If you can believe it, guava. So I took a lemon and just rolled it up to the possum to try and see if it would wake up. But no, it was definitely dead. And there were also flies starting to convene around it. So it was definitely dead. It appeared to be maybe it had a broken leg, so perhaps it fell out of it. It was laying next to a tree, so maybe it fell out of the tree or something.
Fell out of the tree, broke its leg, could not make an escape, and resigned itself to eating lemons for the rest. I think it just got sick of lemons.
I mean,
and was like, I'm out.
It's unfortunate, but they are dumb animals.
Yeah.
It's just part of life. So I just got, what else can you do? You take a deep breath, and I just grabbed it by the tail and picked it up and slipped it into the garbage bag and into the can it went. And that was the story. So yeah, a whole new experience for the both of us, and can't wait to see what comes down the line in the future.
Oh boy, yeah.
I wish it was a squirrel.
Yeah.
My wife, who had never seen a possum before, apparently definitely not had seen a squirrel before. I know that much. But apparently from her vantage point, it was a squirrel. But no, it was a fully grown adult fucking possum. And
fun!
In what is nearly almost downtown San Jose. Like 10 minutes drive from downtown San Jose. So not even that suburban. Still fairly urban, I would say. Just a weird situation. But there we go.
Well, I'm glad you overcame the problem.
That's I guess that's a new homeowner's life.
Yeah, you're doing it. Yeah. Trial by fire.
Yeah,
trial
by
possum.
No kidding. Yeah, that was an exciting thing with that. Any dead animals in your life, Alex?
Nope.
All right.
No, none as such, none that I can think of.
What's the most exciting animal you see over there in Nagoya? A dog?
Exciting? Wow, brown. The most exciting animal? Jeez, I don't know. Probably.
You a dog person, a cat person? I forgot.
Absolutely a dog person.
Right, okay.
I was talking to my sister about this over we had a Zoom or whatever call the other day, and
family conference.
Family conference. I think I remarked that I'm not a big fan of cats because cats have two moods, and those are panic and mild panic. And I like dogs because dogs are always ready to party. You can just walk into a room and a dog will greet you and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out? Let's hang out." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to hang out with you."
Yeah.
And a cat's just like, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Well, that's not exactly panic either.
No,
that's
but
just disdain.
It's a form of disdainful social panic.
Yeah. So you want a bit of give and take is what you're saying.
Yeah. I would love to have just a big friendly dog. Well, a medium friendly dog.
Well, then, do you see any good dogs around town?
See any good dogs lately? Yes.
Yes, that's the question.
Yes. Usually Shibas are super cute. Corgis are also super cute. Those are also very expensive. Oh, God. Every once in a while, you do see someone walking just a gigantic behemoth of a dog, which is fun.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But yeah, see a smaller Japanese woman walking a dog that is just about as tall as her.
Not bad.
One of those a few blocks away.
Oh, I see. So
that's fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Do you got squirrels in Japan?
Yes.
Also, does Japan have 4 seasons?
Yes. The hotel of the seasons, because I think the answer is yes to both.
Oh. Okay.
Hang on, I'm just receiving word that it's no.
You have a Holiday Inn in Japan?
It's called the Kyujitsu Yado. No.
You'll notice
it travels.
I didn't laugh that long at that.
It travels with fatty tuna.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Anytime. I've already lost my train of thought. What was I going to say?
Hotels.
No, before the hotels.
All right. Dogs. Does anybody have pet turtles? You ever see a turtle on a leash?
Wait, hang on. Let me let me field those questions in order. Yes, no.
You ever seen a sandwich that could take a bite out of you?
Yes, I have. I've never seen anybody walking exotic pets. I think one time I did see somebody walking a cat, which is always bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems to be a recent thing. I think I see that more often these days. Cats on leashes.
It's weird.
Yeah. I guess.
Hey, just because you want to clue you guys in on something, they don't like that.
Yeah, but it's a thing that's happening more often. Maybe people are feeling
not even
braver.
Yeah. I'm not even a cat person, but like I wouldn't put a cat through that.
No. I mean, you know what cats are like. You already said.
Yeah.
They either hate you or they hate something else.
Yeah, they're basically wild, feral animals that pretend to be nice so you can give them food.
They really do have those feral instincts still in them, don't they? It's kind of...
Yeah, they don't go away.
It's kind of fascinating.
We managed to breed it out of dogs so that now dogs are friendly and they just want to cuddle up on the couch while you're watching a movie and hang out. And every once in a while, maybe you'll give them a Cheeto if you're feeling a little cheeky.
Cheeky Cheetos.
And cats are just like... Yeah, you can try to pet me, maybe, but the odds are I'm going to recoil in fear or scratch you or bite you.
Yeah, which apparently is part of their, feral instincts.
It's fucked up. Cat society is fucked up.
All right. Well, bold statements today from Alex regarding...
Yeah, you know what? That's my political platform, and I stand by it.
What are you going to do with the cats when you're elected, Alex?
Well, my political strategist is advising against me using the word segregation, but, I can't live with cats. It's not even an allergy thing.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I do get angry a lot. It's not that I necessarily don't like cats. It's that I don't think I've ever met a cat that likes me. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, sure.
Meanwhile, 9 out of 10 dogs love me.
That seems to go for a lot of people, a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
Is it because you are big and lumbering?
I guess.
Yeah, okay.
What constitutes a lumber?
Well, that's a good question. I guess wide stride.
All right, wide stride.
And you just kind of look like an ogre or a Frankenstein sort of stomping around. Like not, people with a natural stomp, I think, is what it would really be.
I do have a natural stomp.
You know these people?
Oh, the stompers?
Yeah.
No more stompers? What is the difference between a lumber and a hove?
Hove? I haven't heard hove in quite a while. I don't even know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave that to the great poets.
What is this, literary corner?
Yes. Hey, I majored in creative writing. Let's talk words.
Nah.
Okay, then. I do get angry a lot. I do. I was talking to a customer about this last week, I think, but just the approach that you take to college courses as a dumb 20-something is very different from the approach you take as an adult when you're trying to teach yourself something, because I was not on board with pretty much any of my classes.
Right.
And then...
Is this related to me, too?
I guess it could be, because you're starting up school again soon.
Were you teaching yourself something recently? I mean, you learning English again?
Not necessarily, but even if I'm coming back to material that I covered in college, I find that I'm more interested in it now because it's not being shoved in my face.
Sure. Right. I get it. Well, I definitely do agree with the part that, yeah, when you're in your 20s, it's just like, fuck, I don't even want to be here right now.
Yeah, I want to be at home playing Final Fantasy 11. I don't care about
these people in their 20s, either now or then, who are go-getters, insane. Can't understand it. They're warped.
Less E.M. Forster, more Phantom Forest. All right. I'll go with that.
That's pretty good. That's very Dennis Miller of you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was good for me that I didn't even end up going to college, really, because I just would have been like, oh, fuck, 4 more years of this.
4 more years? Wait, no.
No. 4 fewer years. 4 fewer years. Yeah, but I got that coming up too. I got to deal with a whole new round of figuring out fucking classes and credits and registering for things that are already mostly taken up, by the way, because I got the university starting in January. I register for classes next Monday morning. That's however, everyone else is pretty much registered. And anything I would like to do, that being online classes, are all taken up. And so
I remember
kind of fucked.
When I was at OU, was class registration was all based on seniority. I'm pretty sure it's still done that way.
Oh yeah, it still is. But yeah, I was just I'm coming in hot is what it is, because I'm supposed to be graduating right now in fall and then going straight into spring at the university. You know, other than like the traditional model, which would be, oh, you graduate in spring or whatever, and then you have a summer off, and then you're gearing up for fall, starting at a new school or whatever. Not so much here. So I'm coming in hot. So it's I have natural limits because of that.
You can do it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I am just waiting for the time when I go and click yes, submit these registrations, and then it tells me, oh, your prerequisites are wrong, or you can't do that yet because of so-and-so error, and then I have to panic and scramble to find something else.
I had to deal with, I transferred from Bethany College to Ohio University. I did 1 semester at Bethany, but then I was transferring to OU, which was a trimester-based school.
Ew.
Which is, among other things, fucked up. And when you transfer your credits, they didn't all transfer for reasons.
Right.
I think I don't even remember what did transfer, but I got a couple, and I was basically starting from scratch. I basically wasted half a year.
Cool.
Yeah, and I ended up going there for 4.5, 5 years. I never at any point felt at home at OU living on campus. There was nothing about it felt warm or inviting to me. Did not have a pleasant college experience. Spent as much time alone and by myself as possible. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's not entirely true. Like I would go out and socialize every once in a while, and hated it 100% of the time.
Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah. I recommend everyone just stay out of Ohio in general.
I don't even know if like Ohio U does it have any prestige.
It has been, and I believe still is, Playboy's #1 party school.
Oh,
if that's what you mean.
I see.
Yeah. It does actually have one of the best journalism schools in the country.
That's right.
Which I applied to the Scripps School of Journalism, which I applied to and did not get into. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'll major in creative writing.
Hotel
because you
sciences.
know what? Because back in 2002, 2003, I was somehow convinced that if I wanted to do video game journalism, I had to major in actual journalism.
Well, sure, of course, right? I mean,
I had it in my head that it was real journalism when it isn't.
Yeah. I had a similar thing on a very smaller scale when I was first in community college, and I tried a journalism course, and then I saw a classmate who was way more into doing the process of like reporting on a story, and perfectly okay finding people to interview and stuff like that, and doing assignments properly, while I was being like an anxious, nervous wreck about everything and kind of hating it and not wanting to do it. And I was like, oh, I see. Yeah, maybe not.
It's one of those realizations when you finally understand something that you kind of hadn't been completely understanding for a while. Like, oh, the whole point of this is to disseminate information and knowledge, and that involves talk to the audience. This is always death.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Yeah, death for me at that time, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I ended up, and this doesn't even matter because it was 15 years ago and it doesn't even apply any credits anymore. And I don't do this anyway, but I had completely faked an article as an assignment.
How do you fake an article? Bloop, bloop, bleep, blorb, blibbity blobbo. Blazamo. In conclusion, blorkity bloobo.
No, I literally made up a scenario and people and quotes.
Oh, wow. That's it's creative.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I found it. I found it the other day. I still have it, of course. And yeah, it was me. It was supposed to be a story about what.
Wait, hang on. Can I guess? Fuck. Hang on. Customers at a high-end deli where there had been a shortage of roast beef. We've come to Bangalore Deli to talk here to some customers. Sir, how do you feel about the beef shortage? What's your name? Hi, my name is Clunge Gunderson, and I think it's an aberration. I came in here for a beef. That's the word from Bangalore Deli. Back to you in the studio. Oh, this is written. Sorry, keep going.
You done?
No,
really done?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Anyway, it was about actually one of my favorite subjects. Long-time
golf
listeners
video game. Oh.
No. Good guess.
Okay. What?
Long-time listeners of the show will know one of the things I talk about a lot.
Logos, fonts.
Something at a store.
Something at a store. Snack food copy.
No. Second best.
Drink food copy?
No, not even.
I don't know.
It was what customers at the local store thought about the self-checkout machines.
Oh, okay.
So I made up people and quotes and their opinions on it.
I would love to know some of these names you made up.
Oh, I don't even remember that part, but yeah. That was because I could not get past my social anxiety to the point where I could actually just interview multiple strangers in one day, right?
Yeah, that's...
in any kind of journalistic setting. Especially as a, 21? Yeah.
Woof.
Terrible.
That's got to suck because but just by the nature of that task, you're setting yourself up for constant rejection.
Yes.
Hey, can I ask you some questions about the automated checkout? No. Oh, okay. I guess I'll try someone else until someone says yes.
Yeah. And I do believe it got good marks.
I do believe we're naked.
And you know why?
Why?
Because I was already a good writer.
Yeah, there you go.
Could already fucking format an article in a journalistic sense already. Because I was already freelancing, stupid ass video game news anyway. And already could absorb the voice and tone of a journalistic article. Regardless.
That goes a long way.
Because I'm that fucking good. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just telling you.
And being able to write, I feel like being able to write is just a basic ass skill that not enough people have.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes.
And I have a good friend who comes to the bar very often, and he's typically a very nice and sociable guy, but he's also like he has a video game blog, which is it's not he fancies himself a writer. It's not well written in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like everything feels like it was hammered out in 15 minutes by a high school student.
Yeah.
And I have said as much to his face, so he knows exactly where I stand.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I get it. I can already imagine what it's like because I've seen it for years and years.
Yeah.
When I worked at Wargaming, the same sort of people, like people in their 30s and up, just can't seem to write anything more than a dry progression of sentences
it's
in the same format and then start repeating themselves to try and sound smart because word count makes you smart and gets A's, even though you're in a salaried job, for fuck's sake. Insanity. It's too bad. Too bad. But that's humanity.
Yeah, humanity needs to write better.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I kind of, I mean, I've talked about this before, how I gain a weird sense of inspiration and confidence from watching people do things poorly that I want to do well.
Okay.
And I feel like there are so many bad writers out there. Should I get back into blogging and try to do something long form? But I think we've already talked about how like I too have kind of lost the ability to write something long form just because Twitter has completely spoiled my my ability to concentrate.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah,
because like I have a joke, I can just crank out the joke in under 280 characters. Boom, it's done.
Yeah.
Instead of making people wade through an entire article to get to the joke.
Yeah, for sure.
It turns out I just wanted to write dumb jokes all along and not articles about video games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess you're sort of opposite of that. Someone who had been writing longer jokes more consistently was like Bob Mackey, who would write like articles on something awful and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of those goons.
Yes.
And that worked out for him, more or less, I suppose. And he's also from Ohio. But
that's right.
That's irrelevant.
I remember when I went to visit you. I guess it was 8 years now. 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
And you put together the So This Is 30, an evening with Alex Frioli Facebook event.
Yes.
To celebrate my 30th birthday. And Bob showed up at that, which was very nice of him. And we did have a brief discussion about Ohio. But I don't think it went anywhere beyond, hey, Bob, I heard you're from Ohio. Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And that was about it.
Yeah.
But that was fun. I had a good time with that. Thank you. I don't know if I thanked you for that. Thank you for that. That was very fun. What was that restaurant? What was the restaurant we went to?
It was an Italian restaurant.
There we go. That must have been by design.
Yes.
Okay.
I was hoping this would be about comedy writing again, but it didn't turn out that way. You were just talking about Ohio.
Sorry, you got me on a Bob tangent. It's fine.
In Ohio, apparently.
And Ohio, yeah. Oh yeah, Ohio's its own thing. Ohio's just, I don't know, maybe it's me, but it's very boring.
I think most people are in agreement. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna
like it teeters between boring and terrible, and sometimes a combination of the two.
Yeah. It's too bad.
I'll live.
And look where it got you.
To Japan?
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, you know what? I guess if Ohio University was not sister schools with Chuba University, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, there you go. There you fucking go.
I'd be on a farm somewhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I imagine I would try to write about video games, and then I'd have a mental breakdown, and then I'd retire to the countryside. To work on not retire as in I have enough money and I don't have to work anymore, but like flee.
And then die in a grain silo.
That's also by design. That's part of my. If you look to your left, I have a vision board on the wall. There's just a skull on a grain silo that I've put there.
Hey, speaking of Alex and Bob, you got name dropped on Retronauts recently.
What?
They were doing their 15th anniversary Q&A, and at the
very
end, the last question, critical hit when they visited came up as a good memory for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. That's sweet.
Retronauts is a podcast.
Love that, Bobo. And those Retronauts.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go on that Retronauts again. What's one of the 4 games I can talk about?
Yes.
It's Phantasy Star, Final Fantasy 14. No,
Resident Evil 3,
maybe.
in Phantasy Star 4, ironically.
FF6. No.
FF6-4.
Yeah, when I was on a few months ago to talk about Phantasy Star, Jeremy had to take a 5-minute break to go do something in the background because he is the world's busiest human being. And me and Nadia were just talking about Final Fantasy. We're just geeking out about Final Fantasy 14 while he was away. And now I'm like, I kind of want to do an FF14 podcast. But I don't know. Right now, certainly we're deep in spoiler territory because Endwalker just came out. So I might wait a few months, but I would love to do an FF14 podcast with something. There's so much there to talk about. There's so much content. And there are already Final Fantasy 14 podcasts, but I have not listened to them. But in my hubris, I'm just going to assume that they're fine. But I'd like to do something better.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. That's hubris, because once you listen to them, I'm going to hear about them on No More Whoppers, because you're going to go in a 12-minute rant about how bad Final Fantasy 14 podcasts are.
No, I'm not!
And now this one guy just couldn't stop chewing when the other guy was talking about a main story quest, and I was just like, oh, when is it going to end? And I had to go rip my headphones off and take a big poop angrily. I'm Alex.
First of all, yeah, why doesn't Patrick finish his fucking lunch off mic? Second of all, yeah, Kev, it's main story, it's MSQ. We all know it. You don't need to talk about it. Air circulation. Plot flags. Wait, hang on.
All right, pick your drop,
Plot flags. Oh, wait, hang on. Stop. Wait. Fuck. I fucked it up. Hang on. Plot flags. Plot flags. No. Hang on. I'm trying to pause it. I don't remember how to pause it on the new soundboard. What's the pause button?
And this is my brother, Alex Fraioli.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's me.
You were asking about that restaurant earlier.
Yes.
Hey, Tony's Italian Restaurant.
That's the one. Restaurant knots. Can we do that podcast?
Should have called it that on Facebook.
Oh. Oh, fun. No, I've actually, there's something I've been kind of meaning to talk about, and that is, I absolutely understand and acknowledge that I am very negative when it comes to my assessment of other fans' output, and I don't like being that way. I don't feel like it's productive for me to just constantly be shitting on things that other people have made. No! You know what I mean? No! Yeah, what that guy said. I agree with that caller.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it hasn't really, I don't think it has helped your output.
No, it hasn't. But I feel it. I feel just the sense of negativity. And I think part of that is just because when we started, I had a baseline of negativity, and then I leaned into it, and then I forgot to lean back from it.
Yeah, is
basically the long and short of it. But I'm catching myself now before I go, full whiner. I'm already pretty much a whiner.
You don't want to become the guy who just leaves a stupid, jealous comment on something, whatever. And then you look at that guy's profile and he's got no videos, no podcasts, no whatever the thing is, right? And it's just yeah, I mean, the person's like, I could do a better job than that. Then why don't you? You seem to have all the resources if you're going to take the time to fucking bitch about it. But yeah, you don't want to be that person. I think as long as you stay conscious of that and can catch yourself doing that, you'll be okay. But, if you actually want to do good and come up with an idea, take the time and come up with an idea.
Yeah. It's, I think in most cases what it is people are, and me in a lot of cases, just very eager to make the cutting remark without actually contributing anything.
Yeah.
Which does give you that brief, endorphin hit or whatever, but then immediately you just feel like a sack of shit.
Or you already did feel like a sack of shit, and now you're just spreading it around.
Yeah.
Taking your thumb and spreading it around.
Ew, stop, ew.
Sorry.
Thumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably use one of those paint. What's it called? Painting tools.
Brushes?
Yeah. I couldn't pull the word brush, Ray.
Then what do you try to fucking pull?
It's like a flat.
Oh, like a spackling spade
That's
thing?
it.
Spreader?
Yes. Yeah. One of those.
Doohickey?
Yeah. So in conclusion, don't use your thumb to spread shit around. Use one of those.
Yeah, right. Okay. Make it nice and even.
Yes, right. Have some respect for your craft.
If you're gonna go for it, then
yeah. The other part of that is just trying to be less, I guess, passive aggressive in general, because that's also a surprising source of your daily negativity.
It is, man.
There's a dude I'm in a FF14 free company with a guy, and his I don't think he actually contributes to conversations. I don't remember ever having a conversation with this person in the past 5 or 10 years, because everything he says is just ding 89, ding 90, ding, finish the expansion.
Fuck.
Everything he says is just announcing accomplishments. Like, I'm not even sure of his personality at this point, because all he does is list accomplishments in chat and nothing else. Like, I don't hate the guy, but his specific kind of personality is one that just doesn't really come across well in text, I believe, is the issue.
Sure. Yeah. And
one of my biggest pet peeves of all time is excessive bragging. And that's 100% of his output in this specific social setting. And so it really rubs me the wrong way. And I used to respond to it with sarcastic or passive-aggressive language just to be a real prick about it, to, draw attention to the fact that, hey, just stop bragging about everything all the time. You want to have an actual conversation for once in your goddamn life? That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, so you started with it. You started with the sarcastic stuff. See, for me, it would have to bubble up.
Okay. Well, no, it did bubble up. It took like a year.
Oh,
but then I was like, boy, it's enough. Like, we get it. You do nothing but play the game. Got it.
Yeah.
But now I kind of realized, like, most of that was just in my head. I don't think he's doing this to brag. I just think that's how he communicates. And I'm not trying to, nothing negative towards the guy, because all of our brains work differently. But I need to. I have finally stopped responding to all of those with immediate knee-jerk negativity.
Oh,
because that was the response. That was the response for a decade plus. And now it's just like, whatever. Yes, though this goes back in FF11 as well.
I see. I don't know. It seems like you could make the argument for that person also. Like, they know how the game is played. They know what their job is. They're just sticking to their guns and nose to the grindstone, grinding. Get it? And just
I get it.
Making their numbers go up, and that's all they need in life. Now, do they need to communicate that every step of the way? Probably not, but they seem to feel the need to. The point being, they're not bothering themselves with conversation, I guess, because they know what they want.
Well, no, in fairness, I mean, when prompted, this person, did recently have a conversation about story elements of the game, which I did find to be a relief.
Okay, when prompted.
It's just unprompted, you're not going to get anything other than unlocked the role quests, finished all the role quests, ding, botanist 90. Like, that's all you're getting.
Okay. Seems like maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd have to see it in context. I wonder if maybe you just are sensitive to it.
I am sensitive to it, and that's why I think it even now comes off as very petty just by virtue of discussing it. And I don't mean it to sound that way, because, again, I think the person at fault here is me, because I'm reading this. I'm reading it as bragging when I don't think he means it as bragging. I just think this is how he communicates with other people.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's probably just not bothering with stuff that doesn't matter at the moment.
Yes. Well,
However,
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Hi.
I'm giving a little bit of slack just because it is someone who you've known for a while. So,
Yes.
maybe there's some goodness in them.
Of course there is. Yes.
But with someone else who you don't know as well, who might just be doing that, the stereotypical MMO nerd.
Oh, that's the worst.
Who probably
I
would be doing
recently
that anyway. There's someone else in some other free company who no one knows that well and just keeps doing it. You're just like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I have been playing Final Fantasy XIV now for about 5 years, and I have only now learned that I can filter out shouts in the game. And it has made the game even better. I finally...
listening.
Thank you, Dr. Crane. I hit my maximum level of frustration because I started the new expansion, Final Fantasy XIV: Endwalker, out now. And, anytime the servers are full for any reason, you get a whole bunch of nerds shouting. And shouting nerds in an MMO can be distilled into two very distinct varieties, and those are spoilery and horny. And I don't want to see either of those in my chat window.
Good for you!
Good for them.
That's where you're yelling a lot.
Yes. That's how I found the options. I found the chat filters. I'm like, oh my God, I can filter out shouts. And it's so peaceful and serene, and I'm having a blast. It's so much fun. I'm going to save my Endwalker talk for the next segment, though. No spoilers, though. We're not spoiling anything.
Can't believe no one told you how to do that, though. Like, it just didn't come up naturally somehow.
Well,
I feel like everybody would have been filtering out shouts and then would have maybe told you how to do it. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm putting the blame on everyone else.
It hasn't been an issue before because the game hasn't been this popular before.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is the biggest FF14 has ever been. These are the biggest numbers ever recorded on all servers, and it's bonkers, but it also opens the floodgates for just real horny, real spoilery nerds, and that's two kinds of nerds I don't want in my life.
It's the biggest event of the year. Sales from 20, 40, even 50% off.
That's right. Eorzea Toyotathon, come on down. Do you have it in you? That's their new slogan.
I love what you do for me, Eorzea.
Come on down to Joe Biden and Toyota and try to test drive a Nissan Selantra. Cilantro? Why would you get a Nissan at a Toyota place? Hi, Ray.
That should be your show. This should be your FF14 show. Just different sketches, skits.
Oh, that would be fun.
Just ad spoofs.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Oh my God.
Am I the creative one here? Am I the one giving you all the good ideas? Is that what's going on? Maybe you should just hire me as a consultant.
I should.
Oh my God!
Or I'll hire that. Is that a Wario?
That's Wario.
I'll hire Wario.
Okay. Great. Brother. Oh, brother. Well, it's been an hour. You want to...
Yes,
break?
let's take a quick break. Let's come back. I want to talk about MMO.
More whopperness after this. Folks are back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi.
Alex, how's it going? I got also recently, I'm vaxxed to the max. Redux. I got my booster the other day.
Fun.
And got sick the next night again. the other day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was fun. I was ready for it, I suppose. Unlike some people, I didn't mix the brands of vaccine. I still got Pfizer again, but it's still...
I've heard conflicting things about that. I've heard you're not supposed to do that, and then I've heard you can do that.
Yeah, isn't that how it goes? But apparently the official word now from the CDC is that it's okay. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation?
Exactly.
All right.
Home of the... I don't know.
I know Dave Shimko works there.
Anyway, I got Pfizer again and still got knocked on my ass with fever symptoms again.
Fun!
However, not as bad. Better than I did last time I woke up because I was like last time I was like hurting and in not such a good shape for like 6 hours after I woke up.
Oof.
But this time I was pretty much okay by the time I woke up. I just needed to get up, walk around a bit. And yeah, that's my story. And now I'm protected against Omicron.
Yay! At first you were like,
What is this?
and then afterwards you were like,
Hey, this works.
Yeah.
but initially your body said,
That was poison.
I feel like you did this last time. I don't know. I just got a weird sense of deja vu all of a sudden.
I probably did.
Freddie, penis.
Anyway, all vaxxed again, and guess what? Japan still doesn't want to open up.
No, but props to Japan. Japan's numbers. I think yesterday I was talking about this with my buddy Paul. He said Aichi only had 60 active cases, which is pretty good.
Hey, that's
last
dynamite.
Last time I checked, the vaccination rate was 75%, and that was over a month ago. So I'm sure it's even higher now. Japan's doing good. I also want to stress, last time I was going off, talking about Japanese corporate drinking culture. I didn't mean it to sound like I was shitting on Japan as a whole. When I was going on my yet another yell tirade, it was specifically against Japanese corporate drinking culture. I got no beef with Japanese society as a whole. I love living here, obviously.
Folks, if you remember what Alex was talking about, write to us, because I don't even know what he would say that would upset any of you.
Nobody said anything, but as happens every episode, I was listening back and I thought, oh, I sound like an asshole.
I see. So the angry listener is yourself.
It's me. Yes.
You're like, this guy doesn't know shit about Japan. I'm going to fucking let him know. Peace of my mind.
Yes, I do it every episode. I listen back and I'm like, calm down, buddy. It's really sad.
And then here we are again.
You know what I mean?
Talking about yourself again. Like, I really need to cut down on the negativity.
Yes, I have worthwhile things to say. I just don't want to get mired down in the negativity when I say them. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I do that very often, and I'm trying to curb that. Folks, identify what's not working about your behavior and fix it.
Yes. When are you going to fix it?
Pending.
This is like asking when Japan's going to reopen. Like,
yeah, who knows? But yeah, Japan is borders are closed for a little bit. I'm okay with that. I guess I don't really mind. It would be nice to get some more folks over here working. I need new.
It's upsetting.
Patrons.
Yeah.
Why is it upsetting to you?
Well, I'm going to be the negative asshole about it this time.
All right, here we go.
I feel like there's too much of a nationalist bent to it.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's people in higher places in Japan who just kind of like, not that they want to be isolationist again, but they would kind of get a kick out of doing that for a little bit at a time. And they feel like restricting things even more and making it like a whole fucking paperwork rigmarole just to get into the country would be a cool thing to them. That's my maybe not entirely rational fear or expectation, but it's there. Okay. And when I hear this news, I'm just like, oh man, it's not. I feel like it's not going to get any better, even though it might. I don't disagree with that. I think like there are definitely elements in the government who are approaching this with a very nationalist bent, but I feel like objectively, I think it's okay. There's a deadly disease going around. We can shut the borders for a little bit.
until this is under control.
All right.
Because Lord knows Japan did not do that the first time. Hey, let's let everybody off this cruise ship and then send them on trains.
Yeah. I know. So you're saying maybe second
Great.
time's a charm.
Yes, I think so. If this goes on for more than a few weeks, I think something's wrong. Like, then I would start to get annoyed. But like, I think right now they're just doing it to take stock of things and get things under control.
Maybe I need to read more optimistic views, because I feel like I just see this stuff all the time now. Especially when Omicron popped up, they're like, "No, shut it all down." It's just like you took so long after all, and like,
is it possible that this was as a result of what they call doom scrolling?
Hold on, I'm analyzing my patterns.
All right.
No, I don't. I think doom scrolling is more of a like prolonged thing that you do for, half an hour to hour at a time, just scrolling through shit. I don't do that. I don't look at a lot of news sources or anything.
Yes.
I just sort of see things pop up every now and then. So I don't think so. I don't know if I'm even making an excuse for it, but I'm trying to think, like, trying to describe myself. So no, I don't think it's doom scrolling. It's just a thing. It's just piled on top of wanting to go finally. We're supposed to have a honeymoon like years ago.
Yes. Japan misses you.
Yeah, so it's also mostly that, I think. So just a bummer. Just a big bummer.
It's a big bummer.
I want to go to Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, all right, we'll go. But then we have to go to Dragon Quest Island.
All right.
Good.
Which apparently seemed to work exactly the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they both use like these sorts of badge things that you touch to, like, pedestals, and then you play some sort of mini game type shit. Just walk around doing that the whole time.
I like doing that the whole time.
Well, we'll see if you really do.
Yes.
You don't like Dragon Quest that much, do you?
Yeah,
he does. I know.
No, well, hang on. I love the Dragon Quest mainline series. It's kind of the same way that I am with Star Wars. Like, I love the original trilogy. Everything else can fuck off.
Sure.
Dragon Quest's mainline series is, I consider, sacrosanct, but the offshoots are not really top priority for me.
So is the island theme park attraction, is that a spinoff?
I want to go once to see what's up. And if I love it, maybe I'll go back in the future. But I have to go once.
Yeah. I think I said this before on the show. It's localized. They put the real ass Dragon Quest English treatment to it. So you can,
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll test it out.
Thing, yeah.
Cool. Because I've been thinking about this more and more lately in like liking things and liking games, and I think more and more I'm sort of coming around to the Tim Rogers school of subjectivism in video games, and that is, who cares what other people think about literally anything? I'm going to have passionate takes about the things that I like, and I don't need to worry about like selling them to other people or defending anything. Because it's getting old. It's getting very tiring trying to argue game X is better than game Y. It doesn't fucking matter. We have different opinions. I'm not going to convince you. I don't like the game that you like, and you don't like the game that I like. Who gives a shit?
Have you
I'm not
even
yelling
done
at
that
you.
In like the past 8 years? Have you
Not
even engaged
online,
in something
Raymond.
like that?
Yes, I have. I have, Ray, because I run a bar where I talk to nerds literally every fucking day. I haven't done it online.
Okay, that's what I meant.
But I do it in real.
Okay,
and I hate it. It's made me miserable. Tired of anybody, trying to start these conversations. I guess is the worst, because it's like, what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling for you. Don't think about that. I hate this. I hate these conversations in the first place because it just seems like an excuse to be smug about shit, which goes hand in hand with my hatred of bragging.
Yeah, and yes, I wish nerds could get off of that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
Why are there so many people like that?
as our friend, the taxi driver from Seinfeld, said, smugness is not a good quality.
Yeah.
It is the worst. Oh my God, it happened a couple weeks ago. It wasn't even game related, but like,
Maybe we don't have to dwell on it if you don't want to, but
Raymond, the whole point of this show is we have to dwell on things because I have to get this out of my system.
you seem to dwell on the same things is the problem I have.
I do, because I cannot overcome them, and so I need to dwell on them until I do.
Right.
There was a guy who came to the bar a couple weeks ago who was a very nice guy, but you know how people will often throw out like red flags?
Well, first of all, that's always the qualifier, isn't it? They
What?
were a nice guy. They were a nice person.
When I say that, I mean the majority of our interactions were pleasant, and he was mostly nice to everybody.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
However,
that is so often the case that is it even relevant anymore?
Right. Well, I think it is relevant because that's what makes it frustrating, is because if he didn't have this one personality flaw, he just would have been a great guy all around.
It would have been worse if it was like, I was, just cleaning the bar and some of the stools, and this guy comes in and just slaps me on my ass and says, "Hey, sweet cheeks, what's cooking?" And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Otherwise, nice guy.
Yeah, otherwise.
No, but he's a new guy. He came up from Okinawa. He came up from the base because he had some time off, which is nice. I mean, and I was genuinely appreciative that he stopped in Nagoya. He can travel anywhere he wants to in Japan in his free time, and he comes
Did you thank him for his service?
No, that is not a thing I do.
All right.
He's not a Japanese guy.
No, what? No, I thought Okinawa base.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You understand.
Yeah.
Yes. But he was talking to one of my regulars, and he opened a conversation with, "I'm so sorry." Why? Because you have an iPhone. And that's one of the, that's one of the red flags that I appreciate, because it sends a very strong message to me. It lets me know that I don't have to worry about myself in front of you. It means I don't have to watch myself in front of you. I can say whatever the fuck I want in front of you, is what that means.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like, in a way, it's very freeing. It's very liberating.
Yes, it is.
And in a way, it kind of made the rest of the evening better for me. Last night was very difficult because I was closing up because I was going to come home and play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Out Now, and a guy came in at the last minute. It was a Japanese guy, like a middle-aged Japanese guy, and he was very chill. He was very nice. He came in, played some King of Fighters 2002, as you do.
Sure, good one.
Had a couple of Heinekens, but it was just us, which is kind of awkward for me, because I tend to freeze up. It's the social anxiety. Why does the social anxiety guy run a bar? Don't think about it. I'm freezing up. I'm getting tense and nervous. And he's fine, but he's also doing a lot of what is pretty common in Japan, and that is just talking to yourself. And he's talking to himself while he's playing KOF, but he's just saying things like, "Oh, is that what that does? Is that what that button does? I don't remember this character select screen. This is harder than I remember." He's just talking to himself like you would. But like, I don't know that immediately. So I'm in hyper alert mode because I think he's asking me questions.
What are you, a mongoose?
Yes. I mean, I'm like panicking because is he talking to me? No, he's talking to himself. Wait, was that a question? No, he's talking to himself. What about that one? Wait a minute. No, wait. He did have a question. Can I answer that? No, I can't. Is he talking? Wait. And it was just that for an hour and a half. And I was so frazzled, it felt like I had worked like an extra 5 hours just from this one guy. Not his fault.
But you've experienced that before. This scenario.
Yes, but I still don't like it.
You still... I wasn't saying if you liked it or not. I'm saying, can you maybe remember it and use some of your past experience to... Well, first of all, let me back up.
Okay.
You mentioned it's a thing that happens in Japan a lot. People talking to themselves, or however you phrased it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it happens a lot, but I have seen it a lot. Like, I don't know if I've seen a disproportionate amount of it. But yeah, especially at bars. I used to sit next to a guy at the Coopers who, the first month I used to go there, I thought he kept trying to talk to me. And then I realized he is having a full-on dialogue. Not a monologue. He is having a full-on dialogue with himself.
Wow. Is that why the Japanese took to live streaming so early on?
Maybe. It's something you see mostly in the older generation. Like the guy who came in was, I would say, mid to late 40s.
Oh.
And that, like, I'm not saying that's elderly, but it is older than we are.
What a coot.
What an old codger. Like, you don't see it in younger people. It does seem to be a thing, just talking to yourself. And, like, not necessarily in a weird or creepy way, but just, like we talk to ourselves, but, like, audibly.
Okay, yeah.
Because I talk to myself a lot when I'm alone. I mean, mostly it's just, the fuck?
It just sounds really consistent, like, throughout the whole session of playing a game.
Yes.
Okay.
And in fact, when I got off work last night, I came home, I told Ruri about that, and I'm like, what do I do in that situation? And she's like, you can just ask him if he's talking to himself. And I'm like, if I do that, I'm asking him like every 30 seconds. And she's like, oh, that's a lot. And I'm like, yeah. What do I do?
It's such like a Seinfeld exchange. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know about that, Jerry.
Yeah, but, it's a phenomenon I've only seen in people who come alone. Obviously, like if you come with a friend, you're going to talk to your friend. You're not talking to yourself.
True. Yeah. All right.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, we see that in Western nerds as well. The person who goes places alone and talks to themselves out loud or ponders things out loud. I think that's not uncommon.
Yeah, guys who ponder things. What weirdos.
Yeah. Although on the other end of that, you also have the guy who will, and this is something I've seen at the bar, play a game and loudly comment on it in a desperate bid to get you to ask questions about it.
Yeah.
And once or twice I feel is normal to hear someone exclaim something while playing a game by themselves, but
hey, is this the planet Toe Jam and Earl are from?
No, Ray. But like when they start exclaiming things constantly, it's very obvious. Like, and there is a point where to get them to shut up, I have to bite and I have to say, well, sounds like you're fighting a hard boss there, buddy. And
wow, Mayor Pauline sure is shapely.
And how? All right, that's all I wanted to yell about.
All right.
It's a book. It is several books.
No kidding. The Alex Tomes.
What about you? Have you run into any people who talk to themselves lately?
Just 60 seconds ago, yeah.
Hey!
No, but oftentimes you will hear a screaming crazy person down the street.
Oh, dear.
We're moving away from this area, though, so that maybe we won't hear them as much. It does seem to happen quite consistently, though. Once every week, maybe.
Okay.
I just heard one today. The thing is, you don't know if a scream is a crazy person or someone just being a goof sometimes.
Did it sound like this?
God damn it!
Yeah, it did.
Okay. All right.
What does that mean? What do you think that means?
Someone's experiencing frustration.
Oh, okay.
Did you also hear this?
Leo!
No.
Okay.
No.
How about...
You got money from the church collection plate?
No. Well, no, it's more like this.
Oh, no. Are you living in what's it called? Little Italy? I almost called it Italio Town.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Littlely.
Littly.
Little town.
Italio Town.
Oh, Italia Town. Yes.
I almost called it, yeah.
Little River.
Little town.
God damn.
Oh, Simon. Good day, mate.
Everyone's favorite Canadian Australian. Simon, what's his face?
What's a common Australian surname? Dunkaroo?
That's not nice. Come on.
I'll just say Simon Foster's.
Okay, sure. Makes sense. It's probably the name of the guy who made the beer.
Who knows?
Who the fuck even cares? Oh, I got another vaccine side effect.
What?
A $50 gift card.
Excuse me? How do I get this side effect?
Well, you have to go to my school.
Okay, done.
And then they start a campaign saying you have to get vaccinated and
Cool.
show your proof. And once you do that, you get a $50 gift card after some amount of time. Anyway, I finally got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on. $50 gift card to what?
It's one of those Visa gift cards.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So it's just money on a card that you
That's pretty
use
good.
as a credit card.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you use it?
Not yet.
What are you going to use it on?
I don't know. I always seize up and I don't know what to do with free money. You ever get this problem? Like whether
No.
it's a gift or something, you're just like, someone's like, spend that on whatever you want. I'm like, that's a tall order. So I just have to like take a few days to like fucking go through my mental wish list of things that I might want to get. And does it make more sense to get this right now for free? Or maybe I'll get it later, or I'll get this instead. So I'm going through that.
The
fucking rigmarole.
best you want to hear the best use of $50 I ever spent? Sit the fuck down.
I would love to.
Here we go. My grandmother gave me $50 for, I don't remember if it was my birthday or Christmas or what. She gave me $50. No, she didn't just hand me cash. It was in a Christmas card. She was very sweet.
Okay. Yes.
My grandmother was a very down to earth, sensible person. She understood this kid wants cash. Meanwhile, every year my mother's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" "Ma, could you just put a couple of bucks in my bank account?" Nana understood.
Yeah.
People need cash. So she gave me $50 in a Christmas card, and I went to the mall that day and I saw a beautiful black velvet wall scroll, a beautiful black velvet sport jacket with like padded elbows and everything. Like it's gorgeous. It looks very Vincent Price. It looks, all I need is like a red ascot and I could do a Vincent Price. And it was $100, but it was the last one they had. And it was exactly my size. And I asked the woman, like, "Do you have any jackets like this that aren't $100? And she goes, "Well, starting tomorrow, we're doing a half off everything sale, but I guess I can give it to you for half price now." And I'm like, sold. And I have been wearing that jacket ever since. I still have it. I wear it. Now, because of the way the weather works here, there's only like a pleasant period of 2.5 weeks a year in which I get to wear it, but I relish those 2.5 weeks. That's my Nana jacket.
Okay, great.
Because she passed away a couple years ago, but that jacket is still going strong.
Those $50 live on.
Yes, it's beautiful. It feels great. I would drape myself in velvet if it were socially acceptable.
Well, you beat me to it. You fucking.
And it's got silk lining too. Like it's black velvet on the outside with like a maroon silk lining on the inside. I can't believe it's $50.
It's cashmere. There, I got another reference in. Fuck you. Okay.
There's no cashmere sport jackets, but maybe there should be.
What's this red dot? Huh? I was gonna say, when it's that kind of gift card, though, when it's like, what's the word? Non-denominational.
Yes.
That's when I seize up and get confused. Now, if it was specifically for Amazon or another sort of thing, a specific branded thing,
but you can use it on Amazon,
then I wouldn't have as much of a problem because then I would have a better idea of what I would want on such a platform or store.
But you can use it on Amazon.
but I can also use it at anywhere else.
Would it help you if I went to your house and wrote in Sharpie Amazon on it?
But what if there's something I can save $50 on or get for free at, say, Best Buy instead?
All right, fine.
Or Target.
Well, hang on.
Walmart.
Let's talk. Let's hang on. I need to understand one basic, very important fundamental fact here before we proceed. When does it expire?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think it does.
No, it does. That shit expires.
Well, I mean, I see what you mean. You know what? I'm just going to look it up for you because I wrote it all down.
Good. Because I received a $30 gift card as a holiday tip from a woman one year.
Yeah.
And it's good for a year. So like I had plenty of time to use it.
Yes.
But I realized that several months in when I was like, oh, I should spend this sooner rather than later.
Guess what?
What?
It expires in a year.
Oh, good.
November
Okay,
22.
perfect. Good. So you got time. All right. So second step, use it for groceries?
Uh,
How do you guys do groceries usually?
my wife has benefits from work, so she gets a benefits debit card.
Ooh.
And we just use that on groceries.
Okay.
And it refills every quarter.
That's cool. How do you
Yeah.
swing that?
Get a salary job at a giant tech company.
Fuck.
Yep.
Well, I'm out.
Yeah, me too. But it works out for her.
All
And by
right.
extension,
Do you need any maintenance done on your car soon?
yes.
Well, use it on that.
Oh, I think I need to get like all new tires, but that's
Oh, the 2022 tires are out.
that's just like, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket for a new set of tires.
Yeah, but it's a drop. You have received a drop. Choose what to spend your drop on.
That is so Alex.
That's a drop. That's a drop.
Not the best one I could have chose, but yeah.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants right now.
Love that guy.
Didn't like that. But yeah,
A T-Rex?
Hi.
nor that.
And you got to go into some goddamn Back to the Future
Okay,
bullshit
well,
DeLorean cocksucking fucking shit.
Hi.
Right. Well, anyway, I was just saying, I'll figure it out eventually. I think I'll find something. I think there's a Steam game I could get. How about that?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Use it for Steams.
Yeah. How about that then?
I passed up the Black Friday sale on Steam or Cyber Monday, whatever the fuck.
There's more coming.
I know. But I feel like I have interacted with people who use and love Steam long before I ever used Steam.
True. Me included.
And as a result of that, the only thing I knew about Steam for years was everyone always has too many games because of sales. Everyone's backlog is always huge, and they never play anything.
And so you don't want to do that.
Exactly. And so every time a sale rolls around, like, unless it's Dragon Quest 11, I'm like, why? I think, this is to build on a conversation we had last episode, but I feel like my interests in video games it's not waning, but I think I'm just realizing exactly how laser focused it is because I don't enjoy playing games the way that I used to. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. And that is true. In fact, I pretty much know that about you now. You've never played games the way you used to.
That is true.
That's been a long time going on. Yeah.
Well, I've also sort of kind of made peace with another realization, which is classic games that I missed out on growing up.
Yeah.
You can't get into those as an adult, I find.
Depends on the person.
In my case, I guess, depends on the person, depends on the game.
You're talking about PC though, because you play FF6 religiously.
What? No, I'm talking about anything. But what does FF6 have to do with this?
It's a classic game.
Yeah, but it's a classic game that I played as a kid, so it doesn't apply here.
Oh, you just mean fresh. Coming in fresh. Yeah, sure.
Yes, what's a good example?
I can give you a good example of the opposite. In my case,
go.
I got Turok, the PC re-release of Turok.
Oh,
the
fun!
Very first Turok from N64.
Nice.
Never had played it before. Never even rented it.
Oh, okay.
But I was playing it on PC, and I was getting into it. I understood it well enough. It was kind of interesting as an old FPS. So yeah, that's the opposite.
Yeah, I mean,
we all know I'm a freak.
Yes.
I'm just going to finish your sentence.
Thank you.
You're a freak.
Saving me
like
some time.
this old shit. You're a psychopath.
I do like old shit.
You read and write history.
That's not to say there are not games that I've never played that I can't enjoy if I discover them for the first time. Like, I think I only recently discovered Fire and Ice through the Nintendo virtual thing. And that game's great. I like that game a lot. But like revisiting, like I also tried to play Breath of Fire on that, which I missed out on when it was new. And oh boy, it's kind of slow.
Breath of Fire 1, huh?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, you still only played 3 and 4, or just 3? I guess I don't remember.
I loved. I played 3. I finished 3 when it came out, and I played half of 4.
I see. Okay.
We're at a point where, or I'm at a point where it's hard for me to go back and play things in the frame of mind that I'm supposed to be in when they were new, because they're not, and I'm older, and it's a different experience.
What do you mean frame of mind?
Like when I can't be a kid again when everything is new and shiny and interesting. And I look at something like Breath of Fire, and it's all concepts that I've seen elsewhere. And even that kind of thing can be forgiven if a game is well written or well localized, but this is like early 90s when that's not really happening. So like there was nothing for me to take away from Breath of Fire.
Yeah, but even I can see why you would want to try Breath of Fire because of the frame of mind you had been in before with games that look and play a lot like it.
Yes.
So of course you'd be.
But and no, that feeling is there for a few minutes.
Yes, I understand.
And then after a while, it starts to settle in like, I got to play a whole game of this? Like, I get it. It's cool. It's cute. And it looks nice. And it plays fine. But, like, I gotta be at work in, like, 45 minutes, man. I don't know that I want to be playing all of Breath of Fire.
I do wonder if perhaps there are people who only played Breath of Fire originally as a kid and now might be trying the pixel remaster of, FF456 or whatever and feel the same way. So, I mean, it's probably more common than you think, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. I mean, judging from the conversation on our Discord, there are plenty of people who are playing the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters as their first experience with whatever Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which is fine. I think that's, they're good. Give them a go. They're patching out the problems. Final Fantasy V had almost none. 5 is great.
All right.
Very excited for 6.
5 is good. I mean, 6 is good also. It's 5?
Yes.
Yes,
5. That's Japanese for 25. Right. No, German. That's German. Sorry.
No. It's Final Fantasy Extreme. Remember?
Do I?
FF5 is Final Fantasy Extreme.
What?
Okay, you don't get the joke. I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
I apologize.
Wait, was it going to be called that?
Remember so many years ago, there was those big rumors that they were going to finally release FF5 in English officially for Windows, and that they were thinking of calling it Final Fantasy Extreme because 6 had already been out at that point because we're already on Windows 95 or whatever. So Square, I guess, maybe, allegedly, had thought of calling it Final Fantasy Extreme. Big no. Yeah. It never got off the ground, obviously.
Good!
But that is the joke, the referential humor that you love so much here on No More Whoppers.
Thank God we got Grandia Extreme.
Yes. One of those got extreme, goddammit.
Can we do a compilation of all games that have extreme in the title and call it the Extremity Collection?
Now, wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Are you talking about games spelled EX stream or X stream?
Put them all in there. Both.
Oh, boy. Okay. That's a lot. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, then. All right. I'm done. I did it.
Thank you.
It's $983.
Oh God. Well, you got that gift card though. So that cuts out $50.
But it's on Switch. You can play it on the go.
I guess. All right, I'm on board.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I did finally. I'm starting to get back into Grandia 2. I ditched Grandia 2 on the Switch because I was having some slowdown issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they just haven't repeated or if they have somehow managed to patch it out, but it plays fine. It seems to be playing fine now.
All right. I don't recall, but yeah.
Yeah, I was having some slowdown issues, and people were reporting this as well because it's a port of the PC version, which also had the slowdown issues.
Yeah.
It's anytime there's like more than 7 or 8 character models on screen, everything chugs to about half speed.
Yeah, great.
And yeah, like I got my third character, and then I got in a fight with like 5 bugs, and the game is like, oh no.
Yeah. Too bad. I ate the 5 bugs.
I ate the 5 bugs. Now it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But yeah, now I'm playing that at work because I'm sad because I feel like I've already exhausted Mario Maker.
You probably have.
Because everything in the popular courses is plagued by refreshing courses. Hot courses. Also, I don't know what hot courses mean. What's the difference between popular courses and hot courses, Nintendo? What do you mean? New courses, I understand. The other 2 tabs are popular courses and hot courses. What does that mean?
You know, trending.
Which?
Hot and trending.
Then what's the other? Then what's popular?
Popular forever. Evergreen. People always like these. And you'll like it too. Mario.
One. And then I search for my favorite kind of levels are puzzle levels. I like to do puzzle. Hey, doggo! I like to do puzzle levels, but I've even exhausted most of those because fortunately you can search by level type. And I searched by puzzle, and I think I've done them all. I've done all the good ones.
Done them all.
The ones that I skip are the ones that are like, guess which picture is different. Choose the right path, which I don't find to be fun.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Raymond, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV, Endwalker, out now.
Oh my God. Should we take another break?
I can't imagine I'm going to
break. Okay, fine.
Am I going to be talking? Yeah. I'm not going to go overboard because I'm not talking spoilers.
As you unfurl your notes, and it's like,
yeah,
this only seems like 58 minutes. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah. No, I don't have much to say because I don't want to spoil anything. I feel like when Shadowbringers came out, I was a little too cavalier with spoilers on social media, so I'm not talking about anything Endwalker for at least a few months. Other than to say it's great. I think I described it in a tweet as it feels like a warm blanket and a big juicy pear.
Okay, but how? You need to explain it to me, to someone who doesn't play the fucking thing. What's new about it? What happens in the story?
Well, I don't think that tweet needs any explanation because you know what a warm blanket is and you know what a juicy pear is. A warm blanket is something that is cozy and familiar, and a big juicy pear is something delicious I can sink my teeth into.
Yeah, but what is cozy? What is the cozy part?
It's Ray. I can't explain it to someone who's never gotten lost in a fantasy video game world.
Well, first of all, you don't even know that for sure. That's a really presumptive thing to say.
If you did, you would know.
What do you mean you haven't played Skyrim? Anyway, collar tug.
Skyrim.
My point is,
hi.
can we talk about the content in a non-spoilery way that would reflect on the description of cozy?
Yes. Specifically, MMO sort of, I don't want to say differs from FF11. FF14 puts more emphasis on characters than FF11 did. In FF11, each of your major mission arcs and your major expansion story arcs, you had like a core group of friends for each one. But not until like the end where they kind of like palling around together. Everything felt sort of contained in its own expansion world.
Yeah.
FF14 has this core group of characters that have been with you since the beginning. And as the expansions go on, you gain some, you lose some, you gain some more, and the current roster is very lovable. It's nice to hang out with these characters again, because they're all very likable.
Okay.
All right. I mean, whoever's in charge of this is good at writing likable, nuanced characters.
I see.
And to me, that's cozy. Is me and my buddies are going up. We're going up to a new place. The expansion opens with you and your buddies going through immigration. It rules.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Papers, please.
Yeah. Like everybody, we're going into this brand new city to gather information because the end of the world is coming. Everybody have your story straight. We're all students. It felt a little bit like sneaking into Green Hill and Suikoden 2 when you got to pretend to be students.
I see. Yes.
But it's that that's cozy, is hanging out with those characters. There's a lot of specific character dialogue you can get when you talk to your pals.
Okay.
The story itself is good. And I've talked about this at length, I think, on stream, but it is what they've done with the main antagonists is brilliant, because they started out extremely boring.
Okay.
I can't speak about 1.0 content, but 2, 3, 4.0, the bad guys are these dudes called Asians, and oh no, they want to destroy the world. Why? Because there's actually 14 worlds, and when you destroy them all, then it restores the real world.
Oh, does that mean you have to log off then?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it's
when you die in the game, you die for real.
Yes. What was that movie?
I forget.
It doesn't matter. Let's play.
Wait!
Since the beginning, these Asians have been set up as like caricatures of villains. Just very cackling, over the top, I'm evil, let's destroy the world. Like
Cobra Commander motherfuckers.
Cobra Commander motherfuckers. The singular most boring type of villain you can do.
Wow, okay.
And then they started to turn that around in Shadowbringers in 5.0, where we finally have a nuanced one of them. He doesn't wear the dark robes. He's a catty bitch. Like, I love him because he's a catty bitch, but
okay.
He pals around with your party the whole time. He follows you around on your journey, just cracking wise at you. And I just came to really love this dude. He's in, I don't know. It's almost, you can't even call him, like, I want to call him one of my top FF villains, but I think at the end of the day, he's not technically a villain, even though he is like the last boss of 5.0.
Just a catty bitch.
I love him. I love him to death. He is a catty bitch.
I feel like I need some example. Or fake one or something.
He's very condescending. He's so bored by everybody, but not in like a mean way, in a way like, man, I really wanted you to entertain me, but one of his lines is before he pieces out and warps away, is you've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And he's just like, I don't want to hang out anymore.
I get it. He's like Q.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit. He's kind of Q-ish.
Okay. Now I can understand a bit clearer.
We put it in Star Trek terms for Ray to understand.
Well, it's fresh in my head still.
Okay. And I thought it was a villain that sort of breathed new life into the game. And that's what got me, like, I started playing when Stormblood was new, and I liked Stormblood. And I continued with Shadowbringers just as a matter of course, because like, oh, I'm playing this MMO, let's see what's in the new expansion. And then Shadowbringers was the one that sold me on it being a special thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Mostly because of that story and because of that villain. And then Endwalker continues that. No spoilers. Endwalker keeps that momentum going. It's not readily obvious at first, but yeah.
Would you say it moves from strength to strength?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was trying to help you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's consistently good if that's what you mean.
Yes.
Hang on, I was drinking coffee. Yes. I'll put it this way. I am right now doing level 88 content. So I guess I'm 80% of the way through the story. I don't know how much level 90 content there is.
All right. When this hits 88, you're going to see some serious shit?
Exactly. Oh, I did. I hit 88 and I saw some serious shit. I'm level 89 coming up on 90. I'm 89 going on 90. Ding 90. I have already cried 3 times at this goddamn story. It's really good.
Right.
But again, that's because I am very invested in the story and invested in these characters. And it's a very fun, rewarding experience.
Wow.
My throat is dry from talking about Final Fantasy.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you're having fun. I have no other commentary.
Again, I can't really talk at length about this because I don't want to spoil anything, but if anybody has ever had a passing interest in FF14, play this game.
All right.
It's hard to recommend an MMO because it's so much time.
It is. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of learning. You can't just jump in.
Oh, that's the other thing. I can talk about job stuff because that's not spoilery.
Oh boy, numbers.
Just very briefly,
attributes.
I'm not even going to get into specifics, but Samurai, they've tweaked Samurai to be exactly what I wanted it to be.
All right.
Every complaint and every note I had about how Samurai could be made better, they did. I guess a lot of the community had those notes as well.
I guess so.
Because, yeah.
Guess you're not so special, are you?
What?
No,
Fuck
I'm
you.
Just kidding. You're very special to me.
Thank you.
Just not to Square Enix.
Oh, they're still getting my money. I don't care. I'll still play that garbage. It's fun. Samurai has been streamlined. I mean that is significant because Samurai was notoriously just one of the more complex melee jobs. It has so many abilities, and so many of them were dumb.
Yeah.
They've removed 2 abilities which did next to nothing, but you still had to consider them because they did something.
Okay.
Which helps a lot. And yeah, I'm not going to... Folks, check out my full FF14 job podcast, the Samcast, for more information.
All right.
I need to take a break. I can't breathe.
Go ahead, then.
Oh. Is that easy?
Yes.
I could have left anytime I wanted?
Yeah, get the fuck out.
I'm fucking out of here.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That is Alex.
Get out of town.
All right.
No, don't.
Bye.
No, Ray, get back here. You
I didn't
have
even
to pay
try
for the house.
No, it's okay. It was just a bit, Alex. I didn't even try to move away from the mic.
Okay, I mean, I can do that. I can just kind of go.
Right. No, you just did it, Alex.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
By the way, folks, we have no voicemail this week, so there's no
That's right.
real reason to do anything fan fun related. So we're just going to talk some more.
We're fans of each other.
Right. Yes.
Oh no.
Look into camera.
What?
Alex, I'm also playing games. In fact, I made a terrible gaming decision.
I've never known you to make a bad decision about
8
anything.
years ago I did, and now I've atoned for it.
Hang on a sec. Let me guess. 8 years ago would have been 2013.
Yeah.
What came out in 2013 that you're now paying the price for?
I'll tell you what.
What?
If you can't guess, because I don't want to go through another 5 minutes of you guessing.
Animal Crossing. No.
But
I don't know.
How did I want to frame this?
Good question.
8 years ago, I got the Xbox One.
Wow, is it already 8 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that thing was a mistake on many levels, but I kept it around until...
Wait, what's hang on. This is going to be... Sorry, this is going to be the most old man question.
You're not sorry.
Yeah, I regret nothing. This is going to be the most old man question I've ever asked. What's the newest Xbox?
There's two of them. Can you accept that first of all?
Yes.
There's two different models.
All right.
The first one is called the Xbox Series X.
Okay.
The second one is called the Xbox Series S.
Are they doing this on purpose?
Yes. Of course it's on purpose.
Those sound almost identical.
Can I continue?
If you're ordering one of those over the phone, you're getting the wrong one.
The telephone.
Yes, like if you call GameStop and say, "Hello, I'd like the Xbox Series S," you're going to show up and you're going to get the X. Sorry, please continue.
First of all, no, you're not, because it's impossible to buy one at GameStop just from going there.
Okay. Second of all,
I got one of them, which is weird.
okay.
I decided to get rid of the Xbox One to get the brand new Xbox because partly, and I've already done this on stream, because it plays Sonic Unleashed at 60 frames a second. Now, again, that's just partly. Okay. There's more to it than that, but that's my funny version of the story. Ha ha ha. Isn't that funny that I would say that? Please laugh.
I'm sorry, Ray.
Yeah, so the Xbox One was a real bummer. I didn't really have any games for it and didn't really play it much for those 8 years. So I was just like, you know what? This is dumb. I'm never buying another Xbox until I really need to. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, when would you need to buy an Xbox?
Okay, in quotes, scare quotes.
All right.
Let's leave the accusations till later, please.
All right.
Please
I'm not an Xbox guy. I've never bought an Xbox, so it's all foreign to me.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't either at this point.
But you've owned every Xbox.
By accident.
Fuck off!
Because because I shouldn't have got the Xbox One.
Oh.
It didn't really do anything for me in the end.
How do you buy thousands of dollars of hardware by accident?
Alex, again, can we hold the accusations until after I'm done talking?
Yes!
Can you write down all of your accusatory questions and hold them till later?
I actually did bring a notebook for that purpose.
Yes.
You may continue.
All right.
Okay.
And just to be safe, mute yourself. No, I'm kidding.
All right, well, man.
All right. Anyway, I got the Xbox One. I decided to sell it off because the Xbox Series X had the disk drive, and I had still the old backwards compatible games, and several of them, including the Sonic one, were enhanced to run at a better frame rate and with better resolution, and so on and so forth. So I decided, well, why not just dive in there and do it, or jump in, as the old slogan was. I do it. I'll sell off the Xbox One. I amassed somewhat of a collection for it. I kept the box at least. Get as much money as I can at that and get the Series X. So I did that, and now it's like, well, I hope this is the last Xbox I kind of have to buy because I really don't play it for the Microsoft stuff necessarily, because the stuff Microsoft makes now all ends up on PC anyway at the same time. And the only Microsoft games I really like now are it's like Forza Horizon. That's it. I'm not a Halo person, although I ended up getting every Halo just to like catch up. I mean, they were cheap. I got them all cheap enough. So why not? So that's about it. I just got an Xbox Series X for old games primarily, which is weird, but hopefully something I won't have to worry about for the foreseeable future.
It is weird.
But it's also because I still have a lot of old games on my account that are playable on the new Xbox, have been playable even since the Xbox One. So it's just like, keep those around because I'm the guy who likes old games and likes keeping old games on a system as long as I can. And you know me, blah, blah, blah. I'm just weird.
I want... What? What?
Sonic is fun.
True. I want to say I'm very happy for you.
Okay, you don't have to be, but thank you.
I'm not... I want to say it. I want to be able to say it.
Yeah. That's about it.
I'm happy for you.
I mean, it is a good system. They did correct a lot of the problems that the old Xbox One had. So in some ways it's a practical thing to get it now instead of trying to get some older model.
Not gonna.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Just saying someone.
Okay, yeah.
Myself included. They fixed some design problems. It runs okay. It's nice and modern. It's cool. It's fine. And that's it.
It's a snooze.
Goodbye.
You're killing me.
I'm done.
What hit me?
Hey, guess what? So do you when you talk about FF14
I know.
for 40 fucking minutes at a time. How about
What?
I get to bore you now?
Excuse me. I talked about it for under 17 minutes, conservative estimate.
Okay. Results pending.
We're still waiting for that recount.
Well, you need to click that record button off first, and then we'll find out. Anyway, that's just a dumb thing that I did. That's all.
Well, I'm very happy for you. You've got the new Microsoft.
Again, I don't feel great about it. I shouldn't have even got it anyway, but at least I did get rid of the Xbox One, which is sort of an albatross that was around my neck. It's because it's a big, stupid, bulky thing. It's old and slow. It was from a time when Microsoft thought everybody was gonna rent games instead of letting their friends borrow them. They would just rent a license to get the game again. Then they backed out on that. So they had this half-baked system that also had a specific input for a cable box. And it's just like, fuck, man, it's not a TV system. Yeah, it had the original Xbox One had two HDMI ports. One was in, one was out. One was out to TV and one was in from cable box because it had integrated TV guide functionality. And they wanted you to make a thing out of watching TV in a little sidebar while also playing a game. And this was at the beginning of the marketing blitz, when they first announced it and everything. And then they just kind of like were hobbled with that for up to a year or more.
I imagine. I imagine that a lot of developers were immediately off board with that. Like you're trying to supersede the experience we're trying to give the player by putting fucking burn notice in the corner. Like why?
Yeah.
We've painstakingly crafted a world for the player. Get How I Met Your Mother out of here.
Yeah, that is a good observation. I think that's maybe what happened as well.
Jeez.
Yeah. Anyway, I was streaming the Xbox, the new one, just to get some fucking validation out of the purchase, and I told a big Xbox story similar to this on my stream. So check out twitch.tv/RDBAAA for more.
Oh, get the full story.
Yeah, basically.
It's weird. Like the Xbox is video game related. Alex Ferrioli 2021.
It's on the box.
The Xbox is video game related, so you would think that I would at least be tangentially interested in it, but like you may as well be describing a fancy shoe, because it's so much of a zero to me, and I don't know why.
I know, but I think barely anything else game related to talk about in the past 2 weeks.
I think I do know why, and I think it's because when the original Xbox came out, I had decided I wasn't interested in it, and so my brain just put up this barrier to prevent any interest in anything Xbox ever.
I wish that was me. God, I wish that were me.
Really?
Couldn't do it.
But you know what? What's funny is I had the same reaction when Sony announced they were doing this thing called the PlayStation. My first thought was, Sony?
Okay, well, that's valid.
The electronics company?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you guys aren't going to beat Nintendo and Sega. Those are my top two. Nobody beats those.
Let's not even talk about the strength of the 3DO.
I've been saying 3Do.
Oh, not this again, Alex.
And then the PlayStation came out, and I was like, oh shit, this rules actually. But then for some reason, I did it again with the Xbox. I was like, Microsoft, the computer people? And then for some reason, that one stuck, where I was like, I'm not buying a video game console from Microsoft.
Well, it also, I mean, they did nothing to appeal to you.
I guess, yeah, that is true.
They released Phantasy Star Online, but by then it was too late for you.
Yeah, so. You know what? I think Sony had the advantage of just having every huge Japanese developer on board that wasn't Nintendo
or Sega did like at the original Xbox, partly for its weirdness.
And
I've talked
you know
about
what?
this already multiple times.
I just pulled that issue of Scroll off the wall at the bar last week because somebody was asking me if I'd ever played SMT9, and I said, I sure haven't, but you know who has? This guy. And I pulled it out, I opened it up to the SMT9 page, and he was like, what? Holy shit!
Was he really like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he read the article, he loved it.
All right, cool. But yeah, I also talked about it recently on Retronauts, just like my fascination with just the weirdness of the original Xbox library around the world. And I still have some favorite games on there. In fact, I was also playing Otogi, which is a really great old From Software game.
Isn't it Otaku?
It's Otogi.
Thank you. Otogi, which famously had Britney Spears' Toxic in the Japanese commercial. It was used, I believe.
Overprotected, I think it was.
I thought it was Toxic.
Why not both?
Mash them up?
Yep. Yes, but you're right. And because they re-released those digitally. So Otogi 1 and 2, you can buy them now for your Xbox. Sega and From Software were gracious enough to let it be re-released and backwards compatible.
Very nice.
And I sold my old copy, and I was like, you know what? I want to play Otogi again. And I never played Otogi 2, so let's get both of them because I like them. And by God, I still do. And I stream those as well. So again, I mostly got a new Xbox for old games. That's me. But on the other hand, I probably have a collection on there I'm satisfied with. And I probably do not need to get another Xbox again as long as Microsoft keeps releasing their new games simultaneously on PC. And I understand.
Hi, it's me, Ray.
I understand you have no interest and cannot relate, but like I said, this is the only real game thing I am
here because I am contractually obligated.
Boy, isn't that the case?
I wish I could be interested in the Xbox, but it's just not a thing about me.
Yeah, you certainly don't have to be, because especially now, because everything is so homogenized now.
That is true.
Every game is released on everything. The fucking controllers all have the same amount of buttons. It hardly even matters anymore, unless you really give a shit about video games to the point that I do, apparently.
And
where you like
do not.
Exclusive things.
I never thought I would be a PC guy ever, and yet here we are.
True.
Because I can just get everything. What?
Part of that was work-related. Creativity-related.
That is true. Well, yeah. Yeah.
You wanted to record things and stream things better.
And big ups to my buddy Paul, who went out shopping with me in Osu, and my buddy Sebastian, who was the SMT9 guy.
All right.
He's the SMT guy in general. He's playing SMT5 at the bar every Friday.
All right, shout out.
Paul and Seb helped me pick out this rig to use the term that the kids will understand.
Yeah, right.
And boy, it's great. It runs Quicken.
Yeah.
Ski free.
Wow.
And I want to say Minesweeper. Is that right? Does that sound familiar?
Mind Freaker.
Thank you, Chris Angel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
in Japan, he's called Chris Tenchi.
Oh. Get out, please.
I gotta go. I wish I really should have a door slam drop at this point. Why do I not? It's so versatile. This is all I got.
Yeah, you're a PC gamer by happenstance.
Yes. Yeah, it's weird because I would never define myself as PC gamer, but I play all my games on PC. Like in the same way that I don't identify as a gamer, I'm a human being who happens to enjoy some video games.
Yeah, of course.
I hate the word gamer so much.
Well, it works in a pinch, I suppose. But yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it also has a different meaning in Japanese. I will use it in Japanese because in Japanese it does just kind of literally mean I'm I like games a lot.
Yeah.
But in English, it's more like it's my entire personality. It has that connotation in English, I feel.
Yeah.
Gamers rise up.
And in a certain respect, your PC is your latest console.
Yeah.
Because what'd you have last time? A Switch, right? Seems to be the only other console you're going to get for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Switch is the only console that I use every day. Since I got the PC, the only thing I've played on the PS4 was Resident Evil 8.
Right.
And even then, I almost rebought it on PC, but I didn't. I'm not going to double dip on it. It is really good, but maybe not.
Yeah, well, that's also another thing of it. The double dipping, the triple dipping, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. Now I'm feeling like now that I have a PC that's capable of playing modern games, I feel absolutely okay skipping out on the PS5 because what exclusives there will be, I don't mind waiting for. Like I think they said FF16 is going to be PS5 exclusive for like 6 months, and then it's going immediately to PC.
No official word on that, but I think not the 6 months part. I don't think.
Oh right, okay.
But
yeah, they did say
it
was exclusive for a time, and then
there's no reason to believe that it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be 2 years or 3. I don't know.
I got to say though, the only downside of the experience is, I do have this comfy new computer chair. Nothing is as nice as sitting on a couch and just putting your feet up on the coffee table and playing a game.
That was like the constant refrain from since 2007, where it's like,
really,
PC games will never win. You gotta have the comfy couch. The comfy couch.
Well, no, I agree with that, but PC still won out in the end because from a practicality standpoint, it just does everything that I need it to do.
Yes,
except give me, I need to get a recliner in here or something because
yeah.
And it's also like I'm sitting at a desk and under and behind it is just a maelstrom of wires. There's a whirring computer tower next to me. Like the experience is hampered.
Yeah, you might want to tie those up.
Yeah, I probably should.
Those wires. Let's get a couple ties going. How about that?
Yeah. Well, first I got to dust. It's very dusty back there.
Hey, how about both?
Shut up.
You'll have a nice, easier life.
I got to get some compressed air. I have a duster. I need to get some compressed air.
Get an electric duster.
What's that?
Instead of compressed air. It's better for the environment.
What is it?
It's an electric duster. It's like a very high-powered little portable air blower that you can use instead of the compressed air. You save money. You save the environment.
All right, let's do that.
Give it a fucking look.
I will.
Piss.
I've tried piss. It's not working. It just makes the dust angrier.
Ah, boy. I know that's for sure.
What?
Well, we've all been there, is what I'm saying.
And none of that I don't know.
Welcome to No More Whoppers.
I'm Alex.
Yep.
That's what's one of my goals is when we eventually move and I can actually set up a proper media room is to either have like a dedicated sofa, even if it's not like a full size sofa, even like a half size, any gigantic plush chair and a coffee table and a TV, a big TV. Like I just have an HDMI out going to the TV so I can play FF14 like I used to. Because the content of the game is still top tier to me, FF14. But the experience is not as good as it was when I was playing on PS4. Even if the game looks much better on PC, I'm not having as much fun because I'm simply not as relaxed because I don't have that sofa.
Wow, man. Okay. It's that easy, huh?
Life is tough.
All right.
It is.
Well, something to think about.
Hey, they added Rumble support for DualShock 4 controllers on the PC version of FF14 in Endwalker, and I need to turn that shit off. I really don't like it. Why is it enabled by default now?
Because it's new.
I don't like it.
I
like new sometimes.
You know what else is new? Terrible segues. That's my theme today. That Spider-Man movie, I got tickets. Not for opening night. That'd be silly. But a couple days later, got tickets.
Very nice.
So I'll be going to see the Spider-Man, much like I discussed before.
Good.
You had suggested, hey, why don't you just, if your wife's not going to go see it with you, just go by yourself in the morning. Right? Yeah. That was my plan. I almost did that. But then I brought it up to my wife one last time. Like, listen, you sure you don't want to go see?
This is your last chance.
Yeah. That's basically what I did. She's like, no, I'll go. I want to go to the movies with you. And I was like, okay. You're locked in. So instead of going in the morning at the earliest possible time, like I would have done, like my friend Alex said,
all right.
So we're going to go at 2 p.m.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You can go out, you can have like a fat burger and then you can go into the cinema.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. How was it?
No, it's not out yet.
What?
I think it will be by the time most people hear this episode, but yeah.
Guy who doesn't understand chronology.
I've been seeing little featurette ads from Sony on YouTube, and it's just like,
fun.
Stop fucking showing so much of it, you idiots.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages I have of A, living in Japan, and B, not encountering ads that much to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't get sick of things the way I think I would if I lived in America. I don't even know if I would be as big a Marvel fan if I lived in America, because I feel like I would just be inundated by ads everywhere to the point where I'm just like, shut up, get out of my face.
Well, certainly you would if you lived in Times Square.
Ugh.
But I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of ads necessarily. It's just stupid YouTube homepage stuff where it's just like, here's the new TV spot. Here's the other new TV spot. Here's today's TV spot. It's like, stop it.
We touched on this, I think, in the last episode, but I'm sitting out the current run of Marvel films just because I need a break.
Sure. I'm only really seeing Spider-Man. That's all I care about.
And if I was gonna see any, it would probably be Spider-Man because I like Spider-Man. But it's been enough. I want a break. I don't know what's going on. I'll catch up next time I have an international flight. That's my deal. That's whenever the pandemic decides to end.
Yeah, that's probably what will happen as well.
I'll just shotgun the previous 4 or 5 movies on that flight. That'll be that.
That doesn't sound healthy.
No, it doesn't.
That's right.
I was talking to my buddy Paul last night at the bar about what?
That's his last name?
What?
That's a joke. That's a dad joke. His name's Paul last night. Get it? How you doing, sport? Got your nose.
Dad
again with the orange jokes.
I'm Alex.
Yeah, that's me. We were talking about when are they going to reboot X-Men again? Because I'm pretty sure we're due for more X-Men shenanigans. Like, who's going to be the new Wolverine? When is that going to happen? I nominated professional wrestler John Silver because he is just a tiny, ripped goblin man. I don't know if he quite has the face for it, but he certainly has the stature. Maybe he's a little too bulky, but he's short and he's muscular like Wolverine in the comics. Hugh Jackman was a little too tall, but he was still fantastic. Okay. Yeah, but like start getting some more of them X-Mans in there. Maybe get Fox on board, throw them in the MCU. Maybe I'll come back for that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Professor X. What?
X-Men's your favorite Marvel thing?
No. As we've discussed before, I'm a loaf. As we've discussed before, I feel like every X-Men film has at least one really cool scene.
Well, no, I don't mean film. Just like, okay. They're not, it's more than one character, but
You mean like the comics, the property?
Well, like for me, Spider-Man's the only Marvel like character I really like.
Right. I think a lot of that is because Spider-Man has sort of permeated all media like since the 60s. You know what I mean?
He's got some good video games.
He's got some good video games. He's had many TV shows, famous Japanese Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
He's I'm sure he's had a jazz album at some point.
Certainly, I didn't mean to imply that you liked the X-Men movies all that much. No. I know there's some good ones. I know there's some killer ones.
I'll sum it up like this. Every X-Men movie has at least one good scene, and then the remaining 5 to 95% of it is garbage.
Okay.
And I feel like if we could just find out what works, what makes those specific things work, and then add that to the MCU, then now you're cooking with gas, as they say.
One scene each.
Yes.
Maybe we can cobble those together into one film.
I did. Remember, I made an X-Men supercut for my dad.
Well, you haven't publicized it.
Yeah, I talked about it on the show.
You haven't publicized the cut.
I'm not giving away my secrets.
The Alex cut.
No.
Hashtag release the Alex cut.
Release the Fraioli cut. Oh. It's
asshole.
It's just 3 hours of like YouTube poop style, just Wolverine.
I'm not surprised.
And goofy sound effects. Yeah. There's potential there is what I'm saying. So like start recasting folks, start getting although you know what, honestly, maybe the window on that has closed because I feel like it would have been most interesting. Like there was talk before Infinity War and Endgame that they might squeeze in some X-Men characters because, obviously in the comics it affected everybody in the world.
Yeah.
And so you had X-Mans showing up in the Infinity War comic. And so folks were like, oh man, but that would be cool if they showed up in the movie, and then they didn't. Which is fine. Maybe it would have been too much. But like maybe the window on that has closed. Maybe we're past the point of wouldn't it be cool if? I don't know.
I think we're moving past that Thanos
shit.
But, they got some links to X-Men still, like Deadpool.
Great!
So maybe that'll tie in.
Sure, I'm all right.
Revisit Deadpool.
I'm not interested enough in Deadpool to give any substantial shit.
Nope.
Great.
Is Blade an X-Man? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. He's Blade is a Dracula.
I understand that.
Okay.
Oh, like Morbius. They're coming out with that movie too.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Wait, the French artist?
No, Morbius.
Oh. Don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, why are we talking about a thing we don't know about?
It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me try. Industrial reservoir construction. Oh yeah, this rules. This is pretty good.
But boy, is it a bitch.
It is.
Let me tell you.
I gotta go.
Go! Wagon R!
The fucking budgeting alone is a real killer.
Don't talk to me about budgeting.
Especially for the industrial whatever you said. Boy,
reservoir construction. And where are we going to get all the water?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't get me started on water.
No more Whoppers.
Here for you.
Yeah, available now on the Redacted Podcast Network.
Yes.
Do I have to cut that? Can I leave that?
I don't fucking know. Who cares?
Well, who even cares anymore? I mean, I care if the network's listening. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Alex.
Should we even say something about that?
No. Well, you know what? People will figure it out for themselves like the detectives they are. Why don't we put a bow on this?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that feels about right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for not writing in or voicing your opinions to us. Our phone number... No, we'll get to it. Anyway, that's No More Whoppers. Thanks everybody for listening. You can, of course, go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com, to find everything important related to us. That includes our Patreon, which is also patreon.com/nomorewhoppers. You can give $1 a month to just support us, or $5 a month to get episodes early. You can be a Golder subscriber that way.
Wow.
You can join us on our most recent venture, our Discord server, also found on nomorewhoppers.com because the link is real long. Just go there and click on it. Join a bunch of people chatting away about everything and nothing related, even sometimes, to us. And go ahead and call us. The number is 805-NMW-TALK, 805-669-8255. That's a Google Voice number. You can just leave us a message about anything related to what we usually talk about. Snack food copy, perhaps, or over nerds, which are brief or funny stories about nerds you have seen or have been. What else? That's fan fun part. Merch. Shop.spreadshirt.com/nomorewhoppers. You can buy No More Whoppers shirt stickers. Pins, even. You got pins. Can you believe it? Little button pins. Actually, I guess the technical term is buttons, right, Alex? Because then if it's a pin, it's more of a sculptured thing that has a pin on it. Alex? You still there, Alex? Alex. That's what I'll deal with anyway. We're on Facebook and Twitter as No More Whoppers. Find us on there. We're also on Twitter personally. Alex is...
Hi, I'm... Oh, God, you tripped me up. I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. Please also follow Bar at Critical Hit Nag. You know what? Just go to patui.org for links to all my stuff. Because there it is. It's all collected just for you and me and us.
That's right. Patui.org with your regularly updated blog with multiple long-form posts.
Ray, are you poking fun at me? Because I don't appreciate it.
About games, life, and love.
Two of those. Pick two.
No. No, you're sitting in it. I'm leaving you sitting in it. Was that it? You mentioned all the Twitter stuff? Okay.
Yes.
I'm on Twitter, RDBAAA. And also on Twitch, Alex. Did you mention that?
Oh, right. I'm on Twitch. Well, I don't really stream that much anymore, but I'm on twitch.tv/hoodedpatui. Look, I'm not going to be streaming until I'm done with FF14. Because that's my rule right now. I will finish FF5 eventually. But right now, I am trying it to save Eorzea and the rest of the continents, I guess.
All right, we'll see you in 2052.
Yes.
When Alex is back to streaming. I'm on Twitch as RDBAAA, just like Twitter. Can you believe it?
Now, why is it called RDBAAA if you don't only play AAA titles?
It's like arcade leaderboard initials. I say this every fucking time.
Right.
Not we're gonna repeat it.
But I thought your arcade initials would just be RDB.
This really is painful for me.
Why do you have two sets of initials as your name?
It's either or.
Oh.
You still don't get it, do you?
Oh. I think I get it.
Oh, thank fucking God. Can we move on?
Yeah.
I got a game company called Bipedal Dog. Check that out as well. Bipedal.dog. Bipedal.dog.
Bipedal.dog.
You know what? I'm going to reserve that domain too.
Yeah! Oh, please do.
Don't want someone stealing it. All right. Well, Alex, that was another banger of an episode, wasn't it? A real
Yes, you are the
as the kids
as
say.
ever. You are the bangers to my mash.
Now, is that a food reference or the Dragon Quest characters?
Food.
All right, just
I don't know.
checking.
You know what? Considering their characters, I guess it could be a DQ reference as well.
You're that asshole.
Hey.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're that person.
Thank you.
All right, that's what
We're just a couple of 8-year-olds stumbling through life.
fitting, isn't it? All right. Well,
Yes.
thanks for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean. We'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We've got Harry Styles, impersonator, Stylin' Harry. What happened to my earbud?
I can't help you with that.
Fuck.
Did it jump out?
The other one on the other ear.
This is unusable.
It is, yes. I don't mean for it to be used.
Oh. Well, then maybe I will use it just to annoy you.
There, I found it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it back on.
Well, it ends with an inspiring happy ending, so I think I will use it.
All right.
Cool.
Put a nice victorious music sting on there too.
I will.